beat so slow. Making love to the beat, girl, it sounds so slow. I'm in fuck with a G, girl, you already know.
Yo, we back again. Word 'em up. Yo, son, we gonna take a little trip up to Maryland, feel me? Shout out to my sister, yo. You haven't heard lately, I drop a verse daily. I'm about to lay the rose petals for boxing first lady. Ask Cash, she not in it for a cash grab. She passionate when she speaking to make the crabs mad. Ashley's Corner got the news for the boxing heads. Whether you ball, rockin' waves, or you got the dreads. Cowboys bummy, nose runny, ain't nothing funny. These little dummies will sell their own mommy for insurance money. Tuning in on weekends, my favorite getaway. Giving you the boxing analogy every Saturday. Plus she got a hyperlink, so if you got a dime, spend some time and go to bonfire.com/store/love-in-sports, and you can lurk, hit the search, you could get a shirt. If you ain't learned by now, you never will. She got the clever skills where the sneakers are in high heels. All the cats boring now, they was boring then. There's no defeating her. Ashley's like a meteor, with knowledge like a thesaurus encyclopedia. Them other lame channels remedial, make me sleepier. I tried to warn you, if I say again, your ass are gonna. Y'all informants, get the hell away from Ashley's Corner. You lose a leg if you step a toe past the border. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Word 'em up. Ash Cash. We in the building, son. Judah Big. Tell a friend, yo. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner.
What is good? What is good, fight fans, man? Ashley's Corner is in the house. Tay-Tay is in the house. All Things is in the house. Skills is in the house. What is good with you? Salute to everybody that came in the building, everybody that's going to see this on this playback. We got to talk about this good card that we had last night, yo. It was a little sleeper. Salute to you, Tay-Tay, the real queen of MMA combat talk is in the house. What is popping with you? Good morning. Good morning, Queen. What is good with you, Queen? Hopefully all is well with you. Blessings to you, too, as well. All Things. AMC FSG is in the building. Please smash that like button when you come in this joint. Yeah, salute to you, Skills from New Orleans. What's popping with you, King? Definitely appreciate you. Yeah. Man, listen, I'm not going to be on here. I hurt my arm. I slept on my arm so bad, I feel like I dislocated this motherfucker. It looked different than my other elbow and everything. I need to go to the hospital on this shit. This shit hurt. You feel me? Hurt. I slept on this shit wrong. I woke up like, ow. But, yeah, let's talk about this card. Now, I let everybody know yesterday that didn't know, because you should have already knew. Because, you know, the YouTube, people on the YouTube, I would say, content creators, they be on their job. They make videos every day. They go live every day. They be on their job. So a lot of stuff you should already hear before you come to Ashley's Corner. You feel me? But we're going to talk about it all. But you should have known that the fight that Andy Cruz had last night was a title eliminator match for the IBF title that was just dropped by Lomachenko. that title was elevated and given. The title was given to Cheese Raymond Mortala. More than sure, Raymond Mortala is going to have a nice title defense or a first fight that he has his title or whatever because he didn't fight for it. More sure they're going to give him somebody that he can win and look good against. But I believe Andy Cruz will have a title fight before he gets to 10 fights. Before he gets to 10 fights as a professional boxer, he will have a title fight. Good morning, Steven Styles. What's good with you? Excuse me. Take care of that arm in case you have the slapping itch. Right. That's what I was saying. Like, man, I was rehabilitating my left shoulder, which is good now. And then I have a couple of days of being me. And then now my right arm hurt. God dang. Salute to you, Mike Biggs. Boxing is in the building. What is good with you, King? What's popping with you? What is popping with you? Damn. I didn't know I needed a tutorial on how to sleep. Shit. Did y'all know you ain't supposed to sleep with your arms bent? Did y'all know that shit? I didn't know that shit. And I guess I laid on it and rolled on it, I guess, when I was asleep. Man, I woke up. I could barely make my arm straight. Shit pissed me off. But, yeah. I say Andy got easy work last night. Andy, the guy that he fought was easy work, but he was ranked high. I think he only had one loss. He came to fight. That's how them Japanese fighters do. You know what I mean? They got a lot of pride, in their Japanese culture. They're unlike a lot of other cultures, yo. They shame their family and they'll take their own life in front of their family and shit. Like, they different. Japanese fighters are different. So he came to fight. But dude was stiff as hell. He had no upper body movement, no head movement for real. He started moving his upper body within 3 rounds. After the 3rd round, he started like trying to duck under punches and shit. But he was really, really, really stiff. And he wasn't throwing. The problem with dude wasn't throwing no punches when Andy Cruz was throwing punches. Andy Cruz, that could have been a 2-round fight for real. Anytime Andy was throwing, he was just holding the high guard tough. And then he was turning to the side, like trying to wait until the punches was thrown. And I'm like, yo, that little bend that he doing with the high guard and turning to the side is just giving Andy Cruz somewhere to punch. Like, bro, I was like, yo, this is easy work for Andy Cruz. And for real, all he need to do is not stop throwing punches. Dude ain't going to do shit. He wasn't throwing when Andy Cruz was throwing at all. And the one time he did, he got dropped. The one time he did, he got dropped. He wasn't fast enough to keep up with Andy Cruz. It was like something he ain't never seen before. Salute to you, Copper Aborigines. What is good with you? I'm smiling too hard to say your damn name. Salute to you, Copper. What is popping with you? Grand rising to you too. Tevin Farmer or Schofield. I think that's going to be a good fight. A real good fight, B. I think it's going to be good. I think Tevin Farmer. And the reason why I say that is because Schofield smothers his work. He loads up, he lunges, he smothers his work. As long as Tevin Farmer don't take any steps back, he'll be fine. Like a lot of fighters that we've already seen Schofield fight, if you take some steps back when he's lunging, it's probably going to be perfect for him to land. But if you just lean back a little bit, he's going to smother his work. He's not going to land on you. It's not going to be accurate, like all of that. Like, he don't know how to fight boxers, in my opinion. And Tevin Farmer's too slick for Kid Austin, in my opinion. I think Tevin Farmer is going to outbox Kid Schofield. Kid Schofield is going to get his off, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to hit him with that load up punch that he want to hit Tevin with. He ain't going to hit him with it. And if he's searching for that fight throughout the fight, it's going to be a clear victory for Tevin Farmer, in my opinion. Salute to you, JJ. What is popping with you? Peace and blessings to you, too. Salute to you, Thrill Hill. What's good with you, pimping? Tiz Frank is in the house. What is popping with you? He would bend down and pause. I'm like, nigga, what's right? Like, what is you doing? Like, it looked like he was trying to weather the storm, right? Like, he was just trying to wait till Andy was done punches because he wasn't going to do shit about it, but hold the high guard. He wasn't going to move his feet. to get out of the way of punches. He wasn't going to move back, lateral, not fire. Bro was just holding the high guard. And when that shit hurt, it's like he slowly bent down to the right and like stayed there and like turned his body and shit. I'm like, yo, you giving this dude your whole left side or right side to hit? Like, what is going on? I don't know what he was doing, but it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look at all. I'm like, yo, what is it? I don't know what the game plan was or what his corner was trying to tell him to do, but that shit was not it. That shit was not the sauce at all. Salute to you, big dog Willie. What's good with you, twin?
This is for the cool.
Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. You say Jake Paul versus Tank November 22nd in Las Vegas, MGM. Facts. But if that fight really happened, and it's mixed feelings. Let me talk about this in reality. Let's talk about this for real. It's mixed feelings about this fight with a lot of people. If this really happens, it's like, how can it? Because of the weight. But if it does happen, it's like that's going to be some serious ass numbers. You see Keyshawn Davis say that, you know, it's a good thing and it's respectable. Then you hear his friend Shakur say that he's disrespecting the sport. You know what I'm saying? So if this shit happened, both of us is watching it. Me and you, twin. Happy Father's Day. Exactly. Happy Father's Day to everybody that came in here. I already said Happy Father's Day to my child's father. Salute to all the dads in the building. Salute to all the fathers in the building. Everybody that's doing they just do. Everybody that's handling their business. Salute to the real men in the building. What's good with you, Unc? What's popping with you? Crush the legend. What's good with you? Brian King is in the building. AMCF SG is in the house. Salute to you, Brian King. Africa beat the brakes off Cambosis. His jab on target from start to finish. Andy systematically broke him down. All right, man. Let me say salute to you, Dragon Assassin. What is good with you, Dragon Assassin officials in the house? What's popping with you, King? All right, let me say this. I just put it on my post on my channel. But I made that play last night and I won that money. I told everybody on my video that I made a week ago. I told everybody on the last 3 lives that I did to take Richardson Hitchens for the knockout because he was plus money. Bro was plus 300 the first time I told y'all to do it. He was plus 300 on my video. Plus 300. Put $10 on him, $30. Put $100 on it, that's $300. He got the knockout in the 8th round, ladies and gentlemen. He got the knockout in the 8th round via body shot. And it was a nice body, a walking body shot. It was a walk-through body shot. He hit him with the body shot and took 2 steps into it. Y'all should have won that money with me, y'all. Should have won that money with me. I put what I was able to lose on it. And I got it times 3 back. Let me start listening to your girl. We're going to talk about him, though. We're going to talk about Hitchens. Schofield is a team of Sean Porter. I can see Schofield making an ugly loss. Lots of wrestling headbutts and cuts. Yeah. I definitely can see that. I can see that too. I hope Farmer wins though. Yeah. Someone told me Devin would beat because they felt Devin cuts off the ring better and has better punch placement. Seriously. Devin would beat Richardson Hitchens? No, I don't think so. I've been had Richardson Hitchens over Devin. I think Richardson Hitchens and Devin is pure boxers. You know what I'm saying? And I think Richardson Hitchens has more guts when he fight. I think he's smarter. I think he hits harder than Devin Haney. That's why I think he beats Devin, especially now after the 420 demonstration that we've seen with Ryan and Devin. I don't think he beats Richardson Hitchens at all. Not at all. I called it a TKO to the body victory for Hitchens. That's what's up, Crush. How could you not see it? You feel me? Like, bro, I see this as a stoppage. This ain't going to the 12 round. Hitchens is getting hate from a certain fan base, even worse since he stopped Kambosos in the 8th round and it didn't last 24 rounds. Yeah, I already knew that was coming, but I mean, what can you do about it, yo? What can you do about it? Salute to you, Zach B. What is popping with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming in. Andy Cruz will cook more, Tyler. Salute to you, Rich Porky. Porco. I think it's going to be a very hard fight, but it's not easy. I don't think it's a clear victory for either one of them. I really think this is a toss-up fight. I think both of them can win. I really do. I think Mortala sometimes when he's moving slow and acting all slow reacting, I think Andy Cruz will beat him. You know what I'm saying? It's only been like a couple of times I've seen Mortala the way that I think he should fight. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, so if I think about it, bro, I honestly would lean towards Andy Cruz a little bit to beat Mortala. It'll be a little lean towards Andy because Andy can do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's very awkward, and Mortala just seems like he waits too much. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's something about Mortala sometimes. I can't really put my finger on it, but I don't really care for it. George weak to the body. George talking about his timing was off. Skilled is tough guy, yo. Skilled is tough guy. They said in the corner, don't try to time him and use your jab to get inside. And I was like, I think that's facts. Don't be trying to time Richardson hit. The thing is, yo, you got to put yourself in front of somebody. Put yourself in front of somebody as if you're going to fight him. Now, if that man got a 6 or 7 inch reach advantage on you, how can you time? If he's using his reach or whatever, you cannot really time him that well enough to get your shit. You can time him and punch, but your arm probably won't even be long enough to reach him. And a lot of times throughout the fight, that's what the fuck was happening. Like, Kambosos was throwing punches at him and it just wasn't getting there. Your arms just ain't long enough. He's in a space where he can touch you and you just can't touch him, especially with his little quick reflexes. And Richardson Hitchens is a little faster than what the fuck I thought he was. Like moving his entire body. He was kind of fast in there last night. I was like, okay, Richardson, that shit was beautiful. You want to talk about a masterclass fighting when Devin fought him twice for 24 rounds? Everybody gave him that. How can you not give Richardson Hitchens this? Let's just be real. How can you not give it to him? That shit was crispy as hell. Those shots was clean. You hear me? Everything was clean. Beautiful shots. People can hate because they want to be fans of a certain fighter. That's absolutely fine, but you can't take away what Richardson Hitchens did to Kambosos last night in New York. I know that much. At least Hitchens is a man of his word and did what he said he was going to do, which was stop Kambosos. That's a fact. He did that. Hitchens versus Devin. That's a good fight. I say it's a 50-50 fight. They both undefeated. Yeah, it's a good fight. Yeah, I think he beats Mortala. Yeah, when the more I think about it. Salute to you, Victor. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Salute to you, Judah Vision, the artist formerly known. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Rick Tim's in the house. What's popping with you? How did Loma and Africa both stop this C-class fighter? Yeah, Devin went life and death for 24 rounds with him. Somebody had to come in here and drop it like that. Somebody had to come in here and say it. Yo. Hey, because he hit harder. Not number one. He hit harder, but number one is because Kambosos is not the same fighter. Like you got beat by Devin. That's fine. But you got beat by him a second time for 12 rounds. And then Maxie Hughes put the flea flops on you, but they gave you that IBO title anyway. And then you got stopped by Lomachenko to the body. He's not the same fighter that Devin seen. I can say that. But at the same time, even if he was, I think he still would have got stopped by Richardson Hitchens. Like, that's honestly how I feel. If this was back whenever it was Devin, when Devin fight him in 2022, if this was 2022 and it wasn't Devin fighting him and it was Richardson Hitchens, it wouldn't have went 12 rounds either of the fights. Neither one of the fights would have went 12 rounds, in my honest opinion. Well, what's up with you? Yeah, I got you. Oh, would be Boots? Because he cuts off the ring better and better punch placement. Get the fraudulent activity the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. They know that shit ain't true. Whoever said that, know it ain't true. They just said that shit because they didn't have nothing to say for a while. A lot of people was talking and they wanted to get in the conversation, so they said that. That's fucking ridiculous. Foolishness. Devin won't survive Boots' resume. Shit. Richardson has good foot movement. If anyone was really watching him, yeah, that's what I was saying. Kambosos don't got that. He don't got that to be. Ain't no way he going 12 with Richardson Hitchens. Box sweet, right? It was slick. It was nice, yo. That shit was beautiful. You can't take away from that, regardless of how much somebody hating. It was a wonderful night of boxing, night full of knockouts. Yeah, it was. Not to mention, this Negro Hitchens was taunting Kambosos' corner, right, waving shots before he stopped. And he told the corner to stop the fight before he stopped him. I got Amanda Serrano in all three fights, in my opinion. I'm really not a big Katie Taylor fan, and I think Amanda Serrano is the better fighter. I just, that's how I feel. Kambosos had his Buster Douglas moment beating Tio, but outside of that, what? Nothing. He went life and death with old Lee Shelby. Yup, Ed Mickey Bay, Rob Hitchens. Yeah, and that's what Richardson Hitchens was saying. Peace, Ashley and Troy. Well, salute to you, Akello Nectar, yo. If you made that bet I was talking about at the end of my live, that shit hit. Richardson Hitchens stopped him in the 8th. Plus money. Get them likes up. Salute. Everybody hit that like button. For real. Realistically, in my Cal Brook voice, realistically, beating George wasn't a big deal. Would he be that effective? Listen, I made a video about that, and I said it in my live, man. It's a big deal because that's what old media made it. Like, I'll continue to say this, and I don't care how sorry the fighter is. If old media want to make a fighter a big deal and want to keep giving him title fights and keep giving him chances and keep talking about him like he best thing since sliced bread, where he came from, or anything, fight him. Get that steam off of him and on yourself. That's how I feel. Richardson Hitchens did something that everybody has been doing. He fought somebody that people looked at highly, regardless of if he was ranked high or what, or if we liked him, if he was a good fighter or not. The bottom line to me is Kambosos is the only fighter in that weight class that held 3 titles. Nobody else has held 3 titles. And people talk about accomplishments and accolades like that's the reason why a fighter deserves a fight or don't deserve a fight. So because of that reason, like Earl Spence said to Sean Porter, I'm going to put you on my resume. And I fucks with it. Salute. He said Devin didn't go to his body. Nope, he said he was headhunting. That's what Richardson Hitchens said. Devin went every aspect of his anatomy and still couldn't. Yeah, he was getting it in though. He was doing a lot. He was doing a lot and grabbing. That was his fight style back then. Devin was draining himself to make 135. That's why Devin was not going to knock Kambosos out. Let's give credit where credit is due. Devin softened Kambosos up for everyone else. What did you think of Nonita Donaire performance. I did not see it. I didn't even see it. If y'all really think of it, Devin beats his opponents up. Look at those fighters after his fights. Who's the same after fighting them? Oh, who's the same? The guy that he knocked out became a better fighter. That one guy that he threw his arm out of place and he knocked him out. And he became a better fighter after that. I don't even really think about his opponents like that. But Lomachenko seemed to be fine after he fought him. He came back and stopped Kambosos, somebody that he didn't stop. Like I agree that he beats his opponents up. There's just nothing else other to do because he ain't gonna knock him out. Yeah, he beat him up though, that's for sure. But we're gonna talk about this Richardson Hitchens real quick. I mean, before I get to talking about Richardson Hitchens, I want to talk about Zaquin Moses real quick. Zaquin Moses looked good. Zaquin Moses is looking sharp. He's looking good. And the guy he fought last night, he had him looking scary, like a mud. He looked scared to be in the ring for real, for real. He was throwing punches, scared. Zaquin Moses' speed was fucking cuz up. Like, dude didn't know when he was throwing punches, so he was moving his arms really, really crazy and kind of erratic. He was throwing his high guard up in weird times and shit like that. Man, I was like, yo, Zaquin Moses is starting to look a little promising for real down there at that. What's it? Yeah, I think he fight at 130, but he's looking good, yo. I have some advice that he should stop saying Shakur's name, not because the only reason is just to give yourself some credit. Like, he's not your brother, he's not your father or nothing. Like, that's your cousin. You understand? When they announce Zaquin Moses and talk about Zaquin Moses, they always put in there when they announce him or something, not announce him or whatever. When they talking about him, somewhere in there, he's going to say that they're going to announce and say that he's Shakur's cousin. Like, him being himself ain't enough. I don't really care for that, and he shouldn't care for that. Shakur shouldn't like that for his cousin. None of that. But the commentators need to stop doing that to him. Stop saying Zaquin Moses Shakur's cousin. Stop saying Shakur's cousin Zaquin Moses. Stop doing that, bro. I don't think it's called for. Stop doing that shit, yo. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Laughing my ass off. Going 132 consecutive rounds. Since his last KO win back in 2019, isn't beating up shit. Devin is really good, talented, yet he's no killer. He don't finish any damn body. He finished I think a handful of people. All Devin's opponents was washed up when he fought him. Yeah, so yeah, some of them was fresh. You know what I'm saying? The first guy he fought after he was given that title that he came and fought in the States, he was fresh. You know what I'm saying? He was a couple fresh ones. Salute to Talib Cunningham. Fuck. Salute to you, Mike. What is good with you? Salute to you. You chose to talk about Zaquin because I was saying the same thing last night. Yo, he's gonna be a nice fighter if he keep his head straight. Right. Deer in headlights, man. He was scared as hell. Super shook. Facts. I gave Hitchens credit for beating George and look good doing it. I just want George to go away. No more title shots. Yes, and this is what it takes. You gotta have more losses. Like, stop. I don't want George to just live out here. Don't let him live. Somebody need to fight him. Shakur gonna fuck up his stock. Yeah, I mean, why would nobody should really want that for anybody? Keep saying his name and shit. But he said his name after the fight was over. Like, Shakur gonna take his pay the title. Like, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But tell them to stop saying that you Shakur's cousin when they announce you. Yo, you your own man. Shit. You should want to be your own man, talked about as such. Fuck that. But I'm gonna talk about Bridgerton Hitchens before I get on up out of here, because I'm gonna go to the hospital. See about my damn arm. Bridgerton Hitchens. What more can you say? Like, for real, I think him and Devin would be a good fight. I don't know how it would happen since they're not in the same weight class. I think besides from that, Richardson Hitchens is having fun talking about it. But the question is, who is he going to unify with if he is? Who is how his future is going to look is the real question. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not. Yeah. Y'all wrong about Devin. Just because he's not knocking out fighters out, this is why y'all talking about him the way y'all do. Again, Devin beat them up. That's worse than being knocked out. Honestly, both is worse. If you get beat up and then knocked out is worse than just being beat up. And it all depends on how bad that ass whooping is. We all know. You know what I'm saying? But not to make this about Dev, because Dev didn't fight last night. I like Richardson Hitchens, but it's a lot of good names at 140 pounds for real. And I just don't know exactly how long he gonna keep this title or how long he fight good names. You know what I'm saying? But Abdullah Mason, Zaquin Moses, and Richardson Hitchens all stopped their opponents. Next boxer will do the same. Yeah, I like Zaquin Moses, man. He looks good. Richardson Hitchens is a boxer. Like, he is that. He's a pure boxer. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no way he wasn't gonna get the stoppers off of Kambosos. I want Kambosos just to leave it. You know what I mean? You know, and I wouldn't feel this way about Kambosos if he didn't make that racist remark that he did about his wife or whatever. I wouldn't even feel this way about it. But you know what I mean? He's really, you're kind of a waste of space. You taking up good fights. You know what I mean? Like, people gonna want you on their resume because you held them titles, and because people talk about you the way they do, and because if you do have a fight in Australia, it's gonna sell well. But he ain't beat nobody at 140, and he looks like a blown up junior lightweight. That's really what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? And the things that he be talking about, like, it's not even believable no more. We know who you are, Kambosos. Like, you the guy with the long torso and the short arms and the short legs. You know what I mean? You got a little bit of hand speed, but you can't reach nobody. Like, Tio, him stopping Tio, well, him dropping Tio and beating Tio was like the only thing he really did. And that's what made him who he is. But that also put him on the mark to be in an undisputed fight. So people are going to fight him until he gets out of the sport. Like, for people to want to fight journeymans or want to fight gatekeepers, I don't see why a fighter shouldn't want to fight somebody that held 3 titles like Kambosos and that sells and shit like that. You know what I mean? Deception. Deception. His voice is why is Richardson and Teal ducking each other? I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. I think Teal is talking like he has something already signed or already in the making, and he just don't want to talk about it. Like, Teal, people are asking Teal good questions that he really just is staring away from and don't want to answer for some reason. I don't know what is up with Teal. Hitchens versus Keyshawn is dope at 140, but I think Hitchens moving up. Really? He was on 140 on the nose, and Kambosos' dad said he had trouble making weight. It took him 3 times to weigh in, and he got it naked on the nose at 140. But I don't think he wants to move up. I don't. I don't think Richardson Hitchens wants to move up. So, I mean, if he does move up, then I would love to see him versus Devin Haney. I would freaking love it. I would love to see him versus Devin more than him versus Keyshawn Davis. For real. But him versus Keyshawn is a great fight also. It's a great fight. I want Shakur to win, but really? Undercard realm? Yeah. Y'all heard the tickets aren't selling at all. It's like, it looked like when you look at the map, when you go buy a ticket, it looked like they sold the max 500 tickets. That's what it looked like. It looked like they have every seat still available in that damn arena. And I wanted to say, look, the zone sucks. That car was supposed to start at 6:30. That shit started at like 7:30, 7:15. That shit was saying that it was delayed for an hour. You didn't see shit. You didn't hear shit. Nothing. They was delayed. The fight card started after 7 o'clock. After 7:10. After 7:15. I was like, yo, what the fuck, man? Shit was ignorant. I didn't like that shit. But Richardson Hitchens, man, he deserved all the good things that people are saying about him today, man. For real. Like, I don't think anybody should be. And people, Devin Haney fans are going to be, or they're not going to like him. And it's more than him stopping Kambosos in the 8th round. It's the things he said about Devin and the fact that he's calling him out. All you got to do is call Devin out and really be someone of substance, and Devin fans is not going to like you. That's all you really have to do is call him out. But he did that. He did it disrespectfully. And Bill Haney took a trip down to New York just to crash the press conference. So the hit is on. It's in. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to like him or what he did. just is what it is, yo. Yeah, I seen this shit. It wasn't selling at all. Yeah, no, I like Hitchison, man. I like Hitchison. I think all of that shit. I think Hitchison is gonna do very good, but it all depends on his matchmaking. You know what I mean? Because he's a pure boxer. You know, I think he doesn't do good when a power puncher is coming forward. You know, and pacing the pressure every second of the fight, every round. That's when Richardson Hitchens has problems. I knew Kambosos didn't have what it takes to do that. So this was going to be easy work. Other than that, the card was very nice. Far as the people on the card, I don't really remember who else was on this damn card. But let me see. But it was good. The whole fight. The whole card was good. Shout out to everybody that was on, and shout out to the losers as well. It's tough getting stopped because I believe it was all stoppages, the whole card. It was entertaining. You can go back and look at it on Dazn. I looked at a couple of fights again this morning before I went live that I missed last night. But that's it, and that's all, y'all. I'll see y'all next Saturday at probably 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not even sure yet, y'all. Salute to everybody that came in the building. Hit that like button, share the channel. Sub to the channel if you haven't subbed to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you won't miss shit that I put out, y'all. But salute, peace, and soul. I'm out.
I'm working on fine.